Hello. Hello, hello. Sorry, it took me a second, but perfect timing. I was like, oh, as soon as I'm gonna start stream, let it load up for a minute. I'm gonna go into the other room and I'm gonna start a fan. I got stories, man. I was gone. It's been about a month, which is wild, and I do very much apologize for that. Shit happened. A lot of shit has happened. I just want to say really quick, I do apologize very much so for my absence for the past good chunk of weeks. Hi, Tony. How is you? Thank you. Hi, Naz. Hi to Kitty. Yeah, I'm here. I promise. I've been alive. But I basically, the best way to describe it is I have been dealing with what I would consider Spider-Man trying to hold a boat together kind of a moment. I kind of went through that for a little bit. Because, I'm not gonna get too personal yet. But I basically got hit with a triple whammy, which was really fun. I had personal issue number 1 hit me, and then personal issue number 2, we're starting to get that one straightened, which is great. And then literally, and by literally, I mean just in the past few days, issue number 3 happened, and a little bit of karma was served, but also at the expense of me. So I am now caught in a karma fiasco, which is gonna, benefit in the long run, but I just have to deal with the consequences until then. I will mainly go into that story, while I stream, because, why not? In the meantime, before we get into that, this is what I have named it. We have called it the TinyGeek Slam Rancher. This is now my icon. We're going to be doing adventure mode. Quick little thing. Clearly, this is not Resident Evil. I am taking a break from Resident Evil. Resident Evil is a lot. I love the game series, don't get me wrong. But with all my personal stuff going on and everything, I was like, let's play a comfort game. I've been playing this a lot in my personal time. And I'm like, I'm gonna stream this because shit has hit the fan really hard and I feel like streaming again. So now we're doing this. Anywho, there's probably no, hold up, I didn't turn on audio. Shush, Earth! There. There was music for like a second, then I immediately shut it up by accident. 1,000 light years away from Earth on a planet known as the Far, Far Range. Oh. Okay. Never mind. So much for that. Oh, okay, cool. Let's get this moving. Come here. And you. And you. Okay, let me collect some stuff really fast, like these chickens. Alright, we got a chicken, we got baby chickens. Thought there were 5. I know how to do the thing, I've just been... Can I make a coop? I can make a coop. Wait for no fanfics about slime's policy. Mrs. says that puts on watch list. May I make a weird, one strange exception? My strange exception is, Ditto, the Pokemon Ditto. That should, within its own respectful way, make all the sense in the world as to being the only exception, in my personal opinion. I only got 4, so this is 8, 9, 10. And I'll take these. Sure. I don't need that. After that live-action Detective Pikachu movie. Okay, to be fair, though, I'm just saying, and I don't mean this in any weirdness, however, Ditto is a slime Pokemon, but can be anything. Where did you go? Oh, there you are. Okay. Alright, I'm going to feed you guys. And I know you guys are gonna jump out. So here, you each get your own little thing. Enjoy. You got nothing to do is when the Tina snuck in some ash affection. Oh, they did? Okay, let's vacuum up some of these plorts. Okay, we're going to sell them. How much are they worth? Oh, 13. Perfect. I'm gonna cry because you're not wrong. See? They can be anything. Which means, in a really messed up thought, whatever you want them to be, Pokemon or human, they can do it. You know? You're already trying to say that Keen Pixel's Backrooms movie was bad. People just really hate indie creators. Are we not gonna... Okay, this side note. I don't know why I remember this. We're not gonna question why I remember this, because even I can't explain it. Can I just mention a very strange movie that I recall there was an advertisement for this... I don't know who this company is, per se, but apparently they make a lot of practically not super great, but really funny movies. Specifically scary movies. Some of them are very bad. Like, quite a few of them are really bad. But I will say, despite them being bad, I love their creativity. I gotta give them credit where it's due, and they are very creative creatures. I don't remember the name of this company, but I think their logo is like in the shape of a house. But anyway, they made a movie where it was a horror movie about unicorns. They made it about unicorns. Who ate something? Did someone eat something? I mean, you guys ate the chickens, I know that. Okay. Anyway. You just had it there on the or human. Okay, the only reason why I said or human was because of the Pikachu movie. Was only because of the Detective Pikachu movie. Otherwise, I would not have said that. Because they could technically be any human after that. After the movie, they're like, oh wait, it could also be a human. That's... Yeah, people be making all types of things. But I was originally thinking of just, you know, things. Any that fairy lore can be anything. Well, I mean, that's also... Isn't that partially why I know this fact, but I always assume that it's like everyone knows these facts, but then like I'm just late to the party. And then other people are like, I didn't know that fact. And I'm like, oh, oopsie. And that is that Scotland, the beautiful country of Scotland, their country's animal is the unicorn. Just saying. Alright. I would like some more... I'm gonna ruin Slime Ranchers a little bit for you. I mean, we just got started, but I'm gonna ruin it for you, okay? These are called plorts. I do not call them plorts. I call them poop. And I have very good explanation as to why I call them poop. I can give you at least 3 reasons why. Scottish folklore can get nice and dark. True. Very true. So, why do I call this poop? Really, I have 2 big reasons. Number 1, you feed them, they eat it, and they immediately pop it out of their bodies. So they eat, digest, and it turns into poop. Like normal things. Like the simple passing of things. Second of all, if you watch it, whenever it fresh comes out, it has this clear, it comes in like a weird clear bubble. Which makes me think of the slight lubricant, as I would call it, that helps ease stools out of your body. Am I wrong? It leaves a clear little plastic, or like a clear-ish coating whenever they first come out, much like the stools whenever you pass them. What are you talking about? The plorts that you sell are like the quote-unquote plorts or gems, whatever you want to call them. It's not. It's actually poop. We're collecting slime poop and selling it for money. They're not plorts. They're poop. That is my argument. We are collecting poop. It's almost kind of like collecting. I mean, this is gonna sound really weird, but like in certain places, you know, we have certain things that are basically poop that are. I thought was just genuinely poop. That's what I thought, but people are like, no, they're gems. They're clearly crystals, and I'm like, okay, but why does it have this clear filament on it? This substance on it after you have them, like after it's freshly made. It pops out of their body. We don't know the genetics. See, look, it just pops out. Maybe that's their butthole. We don't know. They don't have it. You can't see it on them. We don't know the anatomy. Crystals compressing slime buds. I mean, true. But that's the thing. They can eat anything. They can eat fruit. They can eat meat. They can eat just normal food. And then it just, quote unquote, pops out of their body. You know? And then what's also messed up is you can feed these plorts, quote unquote, wink wink, to other types, and their byproducts spout out. What if it's not poo? I don't think so, because like they eat things like chicken, they eat things like carrots and ginger and all types of things. So like I personally think I call it poop. You cannot change my mind. I'm calling it poop. They can't eat their own poop. If they do, they become evil. But they can eat other slime poop. Which sounds really weird, but like it makes sense. Because if you eat this is so gross. If you eat your own, you know, if you eat your own byproduct, it's not good. You end up getting sick and potentially even dying, which isn't good. But slime husbandry is a dark science. Yeah. Oh, hello, chicken. Where did you come from? Anyway. Slurp. Anywho, so that is my science. This is what I believe is, they can't eat their own poop, but they can eat other specimens' poop, which is kind of also similar in certain cases, in certain situations, because certain things we eat as humans come from poop. I'm probably weirding out a lot of people. What a great way to come back. I come back and I immediately just start talking about poop. But anywho, that is my philosophy. So you feed slimes, they drop poop. We call them plorts, quote unquote. And then the end. We make money off of their poop. Slurp, slurp, slurp. I'm gonna feed you, because then you can be on my map. See? Look at you on my map. Oh, in case you can't tell, I have played this game many a times. So I know what's going on. I just like to play it. Yay! Alright, I have... Yes, come here! Some of my favorite slimes. What was that? What are you? Oh, you're just a baby. Alright, fine, get these. Ah, flips. Okay, that's fine. I don't want you in my... Okay, give me these. Obligatory partner plug. Wifey's game takes place in Scotland. Oh, fairy folklore. Whole premise of the game is innocent looking things breaking the world and becoming evil. Isn't that like anything in even real life? I'm just saying. It's like, it's always the innocent ones that end up being evil, you know? Just making a point. Alright, come here, babies. Come here, chicken babies. Oh, hello. One of ours like melted when she said she had to put out a line. No means no. Oh, I love that! I love that a lot. Oh. I like that. That was nice. Oh, hello. See, this is what happens whenever they eat too much poop. They become tar. They become evil poop. Or evil slime. My head hurts. Oh, I'm sorry. Is it because I'm talking about poop? Eh. You play with that carrot. Oh, I'm sick. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope you feel better. Come here. Ow! Flippers. Get out of here. Don't stop traumatizing. Stop traumatizing my poor slimes. Be free. No, you're here. I don't have any... Actually, maybe I do. Hold on. We're gonna just... Hold on. Hang on. Cute. Okay, go over there. Ah, perfect. Need a chicken. Someone turn evil. Ow. No, again. The salmon girl gets kidnapped by an unseelie who tries to force her to marry him, though the logistics are completely foreign. He just wants someone to polish all the pretty rocks in his cave. Okay, he can hire an employee. Oh, hi. And you're dead. There's no point in going over here, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Whee! Whee! Ah! Okay, we're fine. The game might be a little bit quiet, but I don't really care. It's fine. Ooh, a mysterious door. Okay. This is the foreign area. Okay, okay. Well, foreign, quote unquote. I've explored most of this island. Ironically enough, even though I've explored most of this place, I actually have not actually discovered all of the slimes. I have found the temple. But like, that's about it. There was a bridge here. There's a way to go across. Probably like over here. No, it's right over there. It's over there. The only problem is I don't have my ability to fly. But 'tis alright. I just can't fall. If I fall, I die. We're gonna wait a second. Did one of them fall? You'd rather torture a magical kitty than pay money for something. Ah, yes. Let's commit animal cruelty! Ow. 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 I almost died. I almost in-game died. I can't grab the other ones because I don't have any money. I can't grab that. Okay, you're fine. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Ba da ba ba da ba 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 ba. Whee! Ooh, hello. Here we go. Extra fun, the voice of Unseelie is a dude from the dub of the Genshin Impact. Wow! He was all choppy about this whole huevos into the line. No, you just ate it! Fuck you. Get eaten. Come here. Did you produce another one? You did. Come here. Go. Stop being evil. He put his whole huevos. That's fun. I'm glad the voice actors have fun with the voicing characters. I am curious though, on a random note, because I don't know. Hold on, let me collect some more. Okay, nope. I would like 2 more phosphorus slimes, please. Hello, Bernardo de Barbados. Where did you go? Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from? Cat and Joe. Oh, there you are. And a fresh poop. Oh, crap, I can't collect that poop. I'm new. Welcome in, Burn. I love Slime Raider. Just finished the game. Yay! Wait, hold up, back up. There actually is an end to this game. I never finished it. It's sad? Damn it. I've been playing this game and replaying it for years. I still have yet to find all of the slimes. And I never knew there was actually an ending. But I do know that there is a Slime Rancher 2. And I was like, maybe I'll just like keep playing Slime Rancher. And then eventually we'll play Slime Rancher 2. We'll see. But it all depends. In the meantime, I got new baby chickens. Weren't you a rooster a minute ago? Elder Rooster. Still shakes his hair, fellas, and no one cares. Nice. Okay. You want me to help you? I'm glad. I'm just so happy. You're good. You're good. You don't have to if you don't want to. Besides, I'm enjoying myself playing this game. I've gotten that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. Don't think I've fully gotten this one yet because I don't know how to get the lemons. The digital lemons. Yes, yes, no, no, no. I have not gotten these 3, but everything else I've gotten. Okay, what am I doing? Yeah. The quantum? Yeah. Yeah, the last time, probably the farthest I've gotten is that I did explore. Yeah, Moss Bucket. No, this is brand new. Brand new. I have not finished the ruins. That's about as far as I got. I explored the ruins, and then I did nothing else with the ruins. Don't eat the chickens! Okay. Ah, yes, more fresh poop for me. I am grateful that that despite it all, the slimes actually do not eat the babies. No! You join me, you phosphorus slime. You'll need a minimum of 1 slime key. Yeah. The process of starting over. I know how to speak, I just can't speak. Alright, come here. That's fine. You're here. I'm collecting these guys for later. Where did hold up. Where did they go? Did they upgrade to a chicken while I was gone and die? Probably did. Yeah, they probably did. Well, flipperdoos. That's my bad. I don't have my jetpack yet! I want my jetpack! Gosh, I miss my jetpack right now. I want to fly. Hi, honey.
Hi, I'm gross. I got your croissant from Starbucks, and I'll see you later. You can keep your mic on if you want. Yeah.
Are you okay? One second. Go ahead and say hi.
Hi, chat.
It's weird that you're saying it in my voice.
I know. Hi, the kitty. Hi. I can't read that. I can't pronounce that. DJ King. Hold on. I'm gonna try to pronounce it.
Bernardo
Barbosa.
Barbosa.
Nope.
Bernardo Barbosa.
I can't do it. What's up, guys?
It.
Hey, honey. I love you.
Yeah. Thank you for the.
I brought you a chocolate
croissant.
What?
Thank you for the croissant.
Yeah, you said chocolate croissants for like your company.
AI.
Alright, I love you. I'm gonna go change.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh,
Long day.
it poured on us?
Oh yeah, that
And
it
it
happens.
was a cleaning day, which sounds nice, and it isn't easier in terms of physical labor.
Oh, that's your man voice.
What was that?
Dude, he's so confused. He's like, who's the man voice?
Oh, that's your man's voice? Yeah, damn right it is. You're right. Anyway, yeah.
Who's
so
that? This
cleaning-
is, right. Back to the update. We got an update of life. I don't think I heard.
Do you want me to like?
Let me
can
try
I-
his voice against it.
Before you hug me, can I at least get my shirt off? I am so.
That sounds so weird without context. I'm so sorry,
Okay,
guys.
for context, I've been on a boat for the past like 11 hours, and I'm covered in oil because it was cleaning day.
Yep,
And
it is
the-
cleaning day because
There were 4 boats we had to pump out, and the entire bottoms are filled with oil.
yeah,
We had to pump out 4 of them.
yeah. We have 4
It
boats.
was just me and Kyle doing the pumping and bucketing.
honey. No offense, sweetie, but we have 4 boats where I work.
I know.
I'm gonna do a little fishing. We don't do fishing. It's a company.
It is a company.
It's a company regarding boats. Anyway, quick little update, I guess, in live. This is a really bad timing for me to just,
I moved in.
yeah.
I moved in.
This is one of the circumstances that had to happen. One of the 3 situations.
Don't let me.
Before we hug me, can I get my shirt off? Feels like a perfectly normal request.
Well, no, she was gonna hug me, but I've been fucking poured on, oiled, fucking greased. I've got more fucking fluids on me than a porn star.
Yeah, so,
My underwear's soaked through. I didn't know it could get that far.
okay, this is very hectic. Hold up, quick pause. Very hectic. Wait a quick little second. Let me just say, update in my life. Cracky XD, as you guys know him, he moved in.
I did.
He now lives with me. So if you hear a random voice come in, or if my PNG sounds manlier than usual, that's him. I don't think I is, but I like already.
Dude, they stop stuck to my foot. Why are you
Inmate system.
Where did these come from?
Over here.
They were on the floor.
It was literally where it was on Chewy's bed.
Why does Chewy have tissues?
Wasn't judging to totally strip your partner whenever the chance for infection arises. Just chill up, chill. Yes, he does. Cracky, do you want to tell your channel over on Twitch?
Cracky_XD. Check it out.
Yeah, he goes. He's on Twitch. He goes twitch.tv/CRACKY_XD. He streams mostly Valorant, but right now he's been on break as well because, you know, he's been coming in.
Been moving in, yeah.
Yeah, he's been dealing with the personal thing of moving in with me. But quick shout out to my boy. Yeah. Anyway. Oh, that's it. Yeah.
I shall hug you now that I am naked and cleaner. Can your mic even pick up the fucking high-pitched noises you're making?
Did he?
Listen, dude, my clothes are covered in so
Hold
many
up.
fucking mechanical fluids that I'm genuinely cleaner being fucking naked right now, and I didn't want her to hug me while I was all gross.
I
and
will
disgusting.
say, this is so weird. I'm so glad I never have a face cam. I will probably never have one.
Okay.
And it's great not having one for a lot of reasons.
I am standing next to her just...
Don't say, no, honey, no. What the hell is going on?
fucking-
Stop!
Nuts in the wind. Crack open. It's just cleaner. Even my underwear is soaked through with oil and grease right now. It's just, I didn't want to make you all gross.
This means you could turn your old junker lappy into a stream capture device for both your sex. Oh, I don't think I have. Okay, I plan on actually either making him or seeing if I can commission someone to make him a little, essentially like a little guy, a little PNG, over on Discord. That way he and I could like. We did not. I'm so sorry, Dynamic. I did not. I'm sorry. I can't always control his filter. I'm sorry. He's an individual.
My filter doesn't exist and I overshare too much.
That's literally true. Hi, honey.
Hi.
You didn't know the mic is on, right?
Wow. Okay. Again?
Okay. Go and deal with your stuff.
Hold on. Why can't I sit on the floor butt ass naked? Huh? Huh? You got a carpet. It's fine. Also, I can't do anything until I finish my croissant. Or I will freak out.
There's a fan in the other room that I set up before I started streaming. You can sit in front of the fan in the other room.
Yeah, but I'm already sitting and I have my croissant. And if I don't finish it, I'm gonna forget what I'm doing.
I'm not Korean. That is Korean. I mean, it's written Korean, but I cannot understand that. Ironically, because I am part Korean, but we don't need to know that. Bro's just like me.
See, this guy gets it.
My life update. He now is moving in with me. That was one of the personal issues that has been dealing with. So he's been moving in. A lot of shit's been hitting the fan for him personally. We don't need to get into the details. But we've been dealing with that. That's why part of the reason why I've been gone for a while. And then do you want to talk a little bit about the do you want to be here for the landlord story or nah?
Did he come back?
Oh, everyone can know this. Okay, so remember how my AC right now is by the way, a little fun fact for you guys. We are sitting in my apartment right now. It is a delicious, nice, cozy 77 degrees Fahrenheit in this apartment. For those of you who are on the Celsius side, what is 77 degrees Fahrenheit to Celsius?
That's almost an
77 degrees Fahrenheit is 25 degrees Celsius.
Okay, in Celsius, for all of you guys who speak in Celsius terms, that is 25 degrees Celsius, okay? Imagine sitting in your nice, lovely, comfy place at 25 degrees Celsius. Okay, so now that we understand that, right? It is nice and cozy in here. That's enough. Yes, it is.
Yeah, imagine sleeping in the same bed as someone else. When it's an oven, it's horrible.
Yeah, it is not fun. So, clearly something is wrong with my air conditioning. Air conditioning, if you're not... Excuse you, honey.
Oh my god.
I heard that.
What just came out of me? That was so demonic.
Anywho.
It's like a frog croaking.
Anyway, okay, giggling aside. So it is a nice 77 degrees Fahrenheit, 25 degrees Celsius in my apartment. And then that's been happening for the past few days. Technically, it's been like this for a while. Are you looking for a full PNG model like your present one or a full VTuber? Later in life. Right now, I'm fine with this little PNG. I'm fine using a PNG for a while. I don't mind it. I like it.
What's up, the kitty? Excuse me.
But later on, I actually am hoping to get a full, proper model made and rigged, a full VTube model I'm hoping for. But I know it's going to be a while before that happens, so I'm just happy with being a little PNG for right now. But we're getting baby steps. Oh, I meant for Cracky. I don't think he's going to get into that. Do you want to be a VTuber?
I wouldn't.
We can make it, we can kind of try to reference it off of yourself if you want. I can try to come up with like a rough idea sketch. Granted, it's probably going to be cutesy because that's just my art style.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. And then we can get it properly commissioned and everything, so we can get it a little bit more professionally made if you want. Yeah. It'll take a while, but yeah. By the way, to Kitty. Tiny the Crackhead. Yeah, so I was informing them. I was gonna ease them into it, but you came home early. Let's work that out really quick.
Other than being wet and gross, it was pretty good. Went by fast. My feet were kind of hurting towards the end because it's steel toe shoes. But
You're gonna be fine. You taking it okay? It's good. Now please shower.
I know. I'm disgusted.
It happens. Then shower. But I still have stream to go. Apologize to him in advance for all the Nagito stuff. Stop making them. It's fine, dude. He doesn't know Nagito. If anything, he's jealous of Leon.
I'm jealous of all the Resident Evil characters because she goes fucking feral for them all, and then when it comes to me, she's like, eh.
Dude, what's up? Hey, Yordi. Welcome in. Yeah, if you're hearing two voices, you got... Heck, who is it? True!
True!
Okay, buddy, you have... Okay, you have...
No. We went to a D&D campaign last night. Her friend Chris pulls up a TikTok she made.
Kitty,
it's
please
pretty much
continue
just-
writing fanfiction. Hold up, honey. Kitty, please continue writing fanfiction. I beg of it. Thank you. Anyway, keep going. Yes.
So Chris pulls up a TikTok she made, and it's like, I don't even know what it is. It's just like, oh, I'm being passed around, and it's just
Yeah, it was
like
it was just two characters. It's just two characters, but it's just many images of them. It's
8 different fucking images, and both her and Tiny here are both very blatantly and loudly exclaiming they would love to be passed around by them.
There's only two characters. The two characters are literally Bruce. No, it wasn't Bruce. Was it Bruce? No. The Red Hood. The Red Hood and Leon. The Kitty, you know what's up, buddy. The Kitty wrote a small fan fiction about this two together. Very good. Very heated. But anyway, that's what Chris's little TikTok was.
I also had to sit there and listen to her exclaim how many Pokemon she would fuck.
We don't need to talk about the Pokemon. Besides, I already talked about how Ditto is very much an exception of a slime, but also a fuckable Pokemon, because Ditto can be anything, and then any Pokemon, and then because of the Detective Pikachu movie, they can be any human.
No, that was not your argument. Your argument.
No. It was true, though.
Your argument.
No, my argument was also very, very, very fair, because it could be anything, and that includes any Pokemon.
I would like to share her argument from last night.
I will slap you in the balls. 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 Okay, it is a slime go. And that's already pretty self-explanatory. In the same vein as Ditto, I have written fanfiction about Panic from Disney's Hercules for my wife too. You're gonna break this chair. Honey, You're gonna break the chair. I can play Expedition 3. I have not. I want to so badly. I want to play it, and then there's a song that comes from that game. It's a very probably a very popular song. I really I want to sorry, I got a little distracted for a second because Cracky was distracting me.
Cracky is much more affectionate than Tiny is, and will do it at very inconvenient times sometimes.
Hi, Cayenne!
Hi, Cayenne!
Hello!
I played fucking kitty click thingy with you.
Bongo Cat.
Yeah, that. It's been weeks. I'm sorry, dude. I forgot.
It was a perfect game. I want to play it so bad, and then I want to like do a cover song, of the one song. Obscure. Huh. Oh, Cayenne, this is Cracky. Cracky, you want to say hi again?
Hi, Cayenne.
Yeah. Cayenne, I'm so sorry to tell you this just now. Cracky has moved in with me. I've been gone for a while, man. And I also apologize for not messaging you so much, man. As well, because I've been busy. It should be the ultimate win, obviously. See? I am confusion. Oh, okay. Cracky, I don't know if you remember playing the Bongo Cat with us, but like at one point there were like 3 of us playing Bongo Cat together. One of them was Cracky_XD. That's who this is. That's who the person also speaking is.
Hi.
Yeah. Daniel could spontaneously turn into Leon and then oops, suddenly everyone in oops up. See? Thank you to Kitty.
Still not your argument from last night.
Hello, random voice in my head. You have live chat on? Yeah. Yep, I'll watch this playing on the again.
I shall take my dirty clothes, my dirty oiled clothes now, and I shall go and show shower.
Okay.
Hey.
Yeah.
Love you.
Love you too, honey. Have you played Overwatch? I do play Overwatch still. I haven't been playing anything really except for Slime Rancher because of personal issues, i.e., trying to get Cracky settled, dealing with my landlord.
Babe, where is the sheet I put all my dirty clothes in? If there was ever a time to put my dirty clothes in it, it would be now. And it's gone. And I'm freaking out, man. I don't want to put these or they're soaked.
If I could happy here, you got him while dealing with real life nonsense. Oh yeah, there's a whole landlord situation.
There's a landlord situation. There's a father situation.
We don't need to know about the father. They do not need to know about your father's situation. Okay, what's also funny, and I don't mean this in any disrespect towards him at all. He is kind of like
this, either choose your words wisely or scratches. Put your hands on my back.
He is kind of like a dark-haired version of Shaggy. I did get like a weird alternate reality of Shaggy. He is a tall boy. Well, correction, he's a tall man.
I'm tall, skinny,
and he has a big appetite.
Human garbage disposal. And sometimes I sound like him, depending on my tone and voice.
I love that I started coughing. My head hurts. Oh, I'm sorry, Nels. Drink some water, dude.
It's funny because I also can do a really good Shaggy impression.
You want to do it?
Like Scoob, when they said fixings, I thought they meant like fixings on a sandwich.
Yep, there you go.
Reggie, where are my resticles?
Yeah, that's Cracky.
Cracky's a very jack of all trades, talented person, by the way.
He's really good at Valorant. If you're interested in Valorant content, he's pretty good at it. You sound just like Shaggy. Yeah, I'm practically dating Shaggy. Oh my gosh! We're like alternate reality of Velma and Shaggy.
Yeah, the kitty, quick, begin writing the Tiny X Shaggy fanfiction.
If Shaggy comes in Velma, what makes it worse?
The kitty
is like I kind of like an alternate reality of Velma.
The kitty.
Oh my gosh, this is Mystery Incorporated.
The kitty, do me a favor. Can you make Shaggy with dark hair, like really dark brown hair, in these fanfictions?
We don't have a doggo. We do have a kitty cat. Her name is Chewy.
We could get a doggo named Scooby.
We are not getting a dog yet.
Eventually, we're moving out of this fucking shithole eventually anyways. I can't stand your landlord. He's my dad, but like, better? He's almost as bad as my dad.
Yeah. Chewy Chew. I do call her Choo Choo.
I call her Choo Choo.
Bringing a cheeky Shaggy. I'm so not able to think about anything but the mystery of your child's body.
Oh god, no.
Get out of here, honey.
I can't get out of here! You didn't tell me where the sheet was! I don't want to put these on the floor!
Right, the sheet. Honey, I tossed that in the car.
What do I do with this?
You can make a pile!
Huh?
Like a dirty clothes pile.
What? Put in your clothes pile?
There's a just make a pile. Just
You
make a
put it
pile on
in-
the
no,
floor.
they're actually like soaked though. I don't want to put them on the floor.
Honey, it's okay. The drama I'm hearing. Dude. Oh, I got actual tea. This is just funny shit that he and I do. So this is basic. Okay, you're just. Okay, for the record. Yes, cover cracking the sheet. This will make it better, trust. Give us some. Give us some Scooby Snacks easy.
Cracking does not need to be covered with a sheet, okay? Everything being out in the wind, that's just how I roll, alright? The problem is that I need the sheet to put all my clothes into. Who was calling me?
Who is calling you?
My mother.
Nope. My gosh. So that's just a small fraction of the chaos that's been going on for the past like few weeks that I've been gone, that I've been on hiatus. You got a small little window crack into, pun not intended, a small little window look into what I've been living with right now. It sounds like a lot of fun. It's been fun. It has been fun. As much as it sucks, and I do miss streaming, I have been enjoying my time away for a little bit. I will now be writing Shaggy and Velma. Oh gosh. Well, I guess that's gonna happen now. Remember, you did this yourself. I mean, you're not, okay. Here's the thing as to why I would be saying that though, is like we're alternate realities. Is because like my whole, as weird as it sounds, my whole life or majority of like whenever people are little kids and they're like, oh, you look like this so and so character, right? I always got related to Velma because on top of it as well, little baby lore of my childhood. My mom used to love whenever I would get really short hair. Because, quote unquote, she would be like, you look like a cute little China doll. So she used to love it whenever I had really, really short hair. And I, of course, wore glasses. I've been wearing glasses since I was like 5-6 years old. So combine very short hair with glasses and you're dark brown. So yeah, that's there's some lore drop for you. You can understand why I was kind of called Velma for a little bit. Alright, I will be RB for just a second. I'm gonna close the door to give him some more privacy because I can hear his phone call really quick in the other room. Okay. Sorry about that. Because you're a nerd. I prefer a geek. Anywho. Yeah, I guess might as well reveal that. Yeah, Cracky has now moved in with me. That is one of our things. We've gotten a little bit more adjusted. I was mostly just trying to assist, and what has been taking a little bit. Well, part of the reason is that. Because we've been trying to make sure everything is good. Where did the old chicken go? Okay, we're good. Let's make this a chicken coop. I don't have money. Never mind. Ho yo 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 yo! Can I make a plort collector? Oh, it takes 500 flips. You ever finish Hollow Knight? No. Wait! Wait! Yordi. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. George? 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 Is that you? George? Is that you? There's only one person I know! You got it right. George! Hello! Oh my gosh! Hello, how are you? About time. It was taking me a second. I was like, I was sitting there. I'm trying to think in my head. I'm like, you clearly know me. There's something I'm missing. But you know me. So I'm off by something. That's awesome. I'm good. That's awesome. I'm so glad to hear that. Oh my gosh, it's been so long. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, you're hearing all types of life updates now. Holy shit. Holy shit. My god. Okay. Oh shit. Well, you're here at the craziest time. I'm watching you every live and I still support. Aww. Dude, that's so sweet. What the fuck? Oh, that's so nice. Okay, I need to grab some stuff. More vegetables. Aw. Thank you so much, George. I love the support, man. Yeah, so sorry I had to go on hiatus for a little bit. Life got a little crazy. That was silent. My kid and wife. You got a youngin? We got a George Jr. We got a mini George. Or is it a Georgette? Congratulations! I'm so happy to hear that. Oh, that's awesome. I'm so glad life's been treating you good. Also, it's okay. You don't have to say anything if you don't want to, man. It's just... it's so happy. Yay. Okay, what am I doing? Aw. That's awesome. Wow. Can't eat that. The joke. You got a lot of stuff going on. Oh my gosh, wait a minute. Okay. Oh good, oh good. You ate the... you slimy little bitch. Okay, there we go. Eat those. Wah, wah, wah. Quick personal story, I guess. Yeah, Cracky moved in. That's one of the big updates. We've been getting him situated, getting him comfortable, been getting him a job. How's your mom? She's great. She's still cooking. She accidentally bruised a part of her, possibly bruised some tissue. So quick little story about my mama. We were on a vacation recently. If you weren't here for this little quick thing, I made a post that I was going to be away for a while for personal reasons, but also I was going on vacation. Okay, flat out. I'm a human being. I enjoy my breaks. And after having to take an abrupt break, I immediately had to go on vacation. So it was a weird mix of extra long stuff alongside with personal things. But, my mama and I went on a family vacation. Fun time, for the most part. She accidentally hurt herself because we were on, my mom, for whatever reason, my family mainly, enjoy going on these boat rides, like these airboat rides, and we like to go see go and see some gators. That's, correction, I don't really care for seeing the gators, but my family does. So, we're like, you know, we're on these boats, we're trying to see some gators over in good old Florida, when all of a sudden, my mom bends over at some point. We stop for a second, and we're like able to like look around and like try to pick some of these like little flowers. Of course, it's safe to do so in a gator pond. Yeah, that makes sense. But anyway, so she reaches over to grab some flowers, and in the process of her bending over to grab these said flowers, she hurt something in her body. So right now she's a little bit iffy. She's fine. She's just a little, she just can't like handle long loads because basically it's like, thankfully she went to the doctor because the pain was really bad. She does not have anything broken. No, there's no broken bone. She doesn't have a broken rib or anything, but she definitely has possibly like bruised tissue, which can take, you know, a good little few weeks to heal. And she is really upset about it. She is really upset about it because of the fact that she's like, I can't grab the things that I want to, because she wants to like grab everything, you know. It's like, oh, let me grab all the groceries and head inside. Well, she can't really do that right now because of her spot in her rib-ish area hurting her. So she's very upset about it. But I mean, she's fine. Besides that, she's doing well. She's just really upset because she's like, I accidentally hurt myself and now I can't lift the things that I want to lift anymore because it hurts me. So she literally called me earlier today to rant about that. She was so upset. Also, hi Chris! You missed some funny stuff that happened a little bit ago. Cracky came in for a minute and we had a little chat and he dropped by to say hi. And he's been having a time. Yeah, he's still got some personal things going on regarding his family, and I'm not gonna get into it because that's not my business or my stories to tell. That's his, and whenever he wants to tell it, he can, and he's very much happy to be an open book. So much so that I have to be the filter for him to not say certain things. But you know, it is what it is. Can I have some more of your stuff, please? Oi! Okay, gimme. Alright. Greg is doing a striptease for the stream? Yeah. You're cracking my best. Yeah. I'm sorry, what? Okay, it was kind of a running joke, but it's also, partially not a joke. Cracky came in a little bit ago, and, he was being cracky. Oh, hello. Alright, yeah. He, like I said, he had just gotten off work, and he was kind of... The process of the job that he works now, it requires him to do a lot of more physical labor, and in doing so, he gets really dirty and grimy and stuff, and he did not like it. So after he got off work, he's like, I am covered in all types of gunk. I am very disgusted. I am very disgusting right now. So he just, without any explanation, without any warning, just started saying he was gonna strip really quick. You need to finish a lot of guys. Oh, don't think I didn't make a list at one point in my life. I did make a list. And also where we are writing Shaggy and Velma fanfiction, because the way I would describe, and Chris, you can attest to this as well, I'm sure, Cracky is a lot like an alternate dimension version of Shaggy, because he got the hair, he is tall, skinny boy, and he got a very big ass appetite. And in certain cases, slightly skittish. Need I say more? You know? And also as a fun little thing, I have been called Velma in my childhood, and it would be really funny for me to also be like the alternate dimension version of Velma. So that being said, the story is that Cracky and I are literally alternate dimension Shaggy and Velma. And the voice, oh yeah. Yeah, we jump scared with some different voice stuff going on. It was kind of fun. So yeah, we've been doing that stuff going on. He sounds just like, oh yeah, sometimes he sounds exactly or pretty damn close to Shaggy. And of course I'm logical. But wait a minute, hold up. Wait a minute. This also makes it weird because I love a good mystery. And I also like to mess with the paranormal. Holy fuck. Cracky and I really are Velma and Shaggy in an alternate universe. Holy shit, we are the real life AU of Shaggy and Velma. What the fuck? Okay. That just happened. Okay. And there's the existential crisis. Of course there's gonna be an existential crisis. Okay, but like, think about it. The only difference is that unlike in the you know, the classic show where they uncover the mystery and they end up just being regular people, I actually find interest specifically in ghosts and paranormal ghosts like that. Or very strange phenomenons. When are you gonna play Expedition 33? I don't know. That is a great question. Why did you eat that cock? Cheeky Shaggy, I think your fly is haunted. It is expanding in my direction. Considering that she does wear a skirt, I'm not gonna say anything else. I'm sorry, I'm making myself seem very... Nothing. Never mind, we're gonna just keep my mouth shut on that one. I'm gonna grab these really quick. Not really quick. Alright, I'm outie. I'm 5 seconds away from tearing my ear, my throat up, and I can't even speak without feeling pain. I know that pain. Oh boy. Oh boy. On that note, I've gotta go. I had a minute to drop in, but at the very least, and say hi. Okay, thanks for dropping in, though. Got a rock plort. Come on, say rock plort. Okay. I love phosphor slime. Phosphor slime are probably one of my favorite slimes. Just about. Boinkish, boinkish. Ba ba ba. All right. Okay, we're going to really quickly. I don't have much money. That's okay. Nutrient soil oil. Can't do that. And 500. Oh, flips. Okay, let's do that. Alright, we have 12 minutes left. Alright, gotta get carrots. You're right, we gotta get these before I'm taken over. I can't really do a good Shaggy impression. Now, where's some carrots? What's up, Doc? I'm looking for some carrots. You find any carrots to see? Where be the carrots? Oh, I'm looking for carrots. I'm looking for carrots. Do 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 do. Where are some carrots, friend? Yeah, we can't get some carrots. I'm looking for carrots. Oh. No carrots. Lots of pink. Locus. Killinkus. Doinkus. Hubris. Lubris. Whee! Every time I hear that sound, it freaks me out because I'm thinking, like, someone's gonna try to kill me. Hi, Chewie. Oh, of course. The evil one. Get out of here. Okay, there's 6 in my hand. Excuse me. Actually, can I? Nope. Hi, baby. Hello. Excuse-moi, pardon-moi. You play Resident Evil? Yes. Yes, I did. I finished it, and then over on Twitch, which I will be, by the way, Jordi, or George, I will be going over to Twitch in October. I'm gonna be fully moving over to Twitch sometime in October. It'll be fun. It'll be a little bit nerve-wracking, probably a little bit of emotions. But I'm gonna be moving over to Twitch instead of YouTube. And over on Twitch right now, I have been trying to speedrun. I've been doing a lot. I was speedrunning Resident Evil 9, and thankfully I got to do it. I was mostly just doing an achievement grind, and right now I am currently doing it on insanity mode, which has been very, very hectic within its own self. Alright, eat your stuff. Get in here. I can't handle that. Okay. I took an ibuprofen while I was from choking on because my body is overproducing. True. Okay. Here's the thing about taking ibuprofen. Consume it with some something in your stomach. Have something. Eat some food when taking ibuprofen. That's my recommendation for you. I need a sprinkler. Grows twice as fast. Okay. I need 500. I need exactly perfect. Stop trying to escape. If I remember correctly, the ibuprofen should be on. It'll say that ibuprofen needs to be taken, I think, with... Did you get out? Brother? Get back in there. Grow trust is fast. Good. High walls. Can't do that. Of course not. I was making something for dinner. I'll just chase the pill with it. Hope it doesn't like something I can't eat. I want to cry because sickness left me in a shitty state mentally. Oh no. I'm sorry. Okay, hold up. I'm trying to read that name. Undecision is definitely a word. Uh-huh. Is that really? Hold up. I'm looking it up. Undension. It's not spelled with an U-N, it's spelled with an I-N. It's indecision. And the definition of indecision is the inability or persistent difficulty to make a choice between two or more options. That is my issue. Anyway, you were saying very long name that, yeah. Jesus died to pay the price of our sins and rose again, offering eternal life for those who believe in him. Sorry, I got hiccups. Cool, okay. Chewie. I will actually, we're gonna BRB for a second. Sorry, quick intermission is done. I had to have a little quick one-on-one talk for a minute. Okay. Who's here starving? Are any of you guys starving? You guys are fine. You guys are getting a little feisty, doisty. I can't deal with you high walls though. Alright, so we're gonna do it this way. Where the fuck are you? You too, Bachan. Okay. Okay, that's growing twice as fast. That should help a little bit. I need 4 more carrots! Carrot? Carrot? Nope. Sorry for a rough day, Nels. I also feel bad for that. I'm so sorry, Nels. I really do hope that you feel better. It really sucks that you're not really feeling good. No carrot. Oh. This is probably one of the most hectic streams I think I've done in a while. Ah, man, it's been a time. Oh! Yordi! Buddy Yordi, if you're still in here, dude, I have, do you have Discord? I genuinely can't remember. Oh boy. Oh, mysterious door. Right. I thought maybe there were some cube fruits in here. Cube berries. Guess I was wrong. Okay. Yordi, do you have Discord? Do you have Discord? I could message you over personally really quick over on the Discord. Okay. Any carrots over here? Carrots? Carotto? Flips. Come on, I need the cube fruit. Granny not gonna be happy that I don't have enough of the carrots. A cube fruit! Gosh. Yeah. I do have it. Okay, I'm trying to say without fully being obvious. Could you, perchance, if you're interested, you could join my Discord. There is a link to it over in the description. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, guys. It's where I will be notifying you guys for whenever I'm live and stuff, too. I also just hang out in there. We kind of vibe sometimes in there. For the most part, we try our best to vibe. Or just chill. But, you know, life be personal. Things be going a little crazy. No, you don't, you fucker! Okay. Come here! Come here. Come on! I don't have much long! Anyway, nice. Okay. Omnivorous. Cool. Let me open up one of these. A coop. Fuck 'em. I have a Discord. It's in the description. It's always there, guys. If you're interested in joining the chaos, where we can hang out a little bit via Discord messages, respectfully. Don't be weird, guys. Don't. I didn't want them to eat each other's poop and become one. It's too common. How did you get in here? Who are you? How did you get in here? And stay out! Damn slime. Well, let me do it, make a quick count. Now, it was just a random slime. My slimes got out, so it's clearly one of those. We'll do a high wall situation for that. Now you guys can't get out. Huzzah! Alright. I need this. Okay, I like doing this cave. Which requires 1795. Okay. Short. Okay, so we're gonna be doing this for a little bit. In the meantime, so I don't want to spend money getting the night thing for these guys. I'm just gonna have to hold these guys into my pocket for a little bit. Until we can get things situated. Oh, the jetpack! Oh my gosh, I can get my jetpack! And the dash boots! Okay, so it's 350 times what? 5? Okay. Oh, we got an elder hen! Have you guys made a baby chick yet? Come on. These guys can pop out little baby chicks. Why can't you guys? Come on. Oh, right. I have another announcement. Well, not really an announcement. More like story time. Regarding some personal situations going on. And it regards my landlord. Fun. We love landlord stories, you know? We love living situation stories. Today, remember I briefly mentioned earlier, if you were here in the very beginning, I very briefly mentioned that Karma decided to kick itself into high gear. But as a result of that Karma kicking into high gear, it's a little bit at the expense of my living life. Just a pinch. Just a tad. Just a wee tad. So, we're gonna back up a few days, okay? Back in the olden days. I.e., a few days ago. I had a little bit of a situation. We had a little bit of a clog over in my tub. You know? As clogs like to appear sometimes in tubs. And I wasn't at home at the time, but a plumber came by. We had plumber number 1 come by, and he was all like, oh, we have a situation. I'm not home. Could you do this another time or something else? And he's like, not a big deal. So he at least, you know, went through, checked out the pipe situation. Not having to go inside my apartment or anything, but he checked out the pipes and it helped deal with the clog a little bit because we have had history of don't hit me. We had some issues regarding roots, tree roots coming over into the pipes or like clogging the pipes that way, which is, you know, not really good. So we've been dealing with that situation. But it's okay. It's been dealt with before. So we're thinking it's one of those situations again. So he comes by and he checks out to see if anything's wrong. Couldn't find much, but you know, he did what he could. Very, very nice dude. Very, very understanding. And it helped the clog a little bit, but it didn't help with all of the clogs. So another thing that happened last time, because like I said, this is not the first time this has happened. This has happened a few times. Regarding clogs in my tub. First time was because of the roots in the situation there, and then the second part was because apparently some hair, of course, because I have long hair, got in the drain and it clogged it. Sad to say, but it happens sometimes, right? So he unclogged it. I bought myself a filter, so that way the water can go through, but it'll collect my hair, and it'll collect any hair or whatever other gunk besides water, so that it'll like clump up, and then I can just grab that and throw it away. Kind of gross, but you know what? It means that the pipes get to remain clean and less likely for a clog, right? You would think. Skip ahead in time. This happens again to the past few days. Get a plumber. He comes over. We're like, hey man, I'm not home, but if you wouldn't mind, could you like check out the pipes? Make sure there's no roots interfering. And he's like, you got it. So he goes and he checks out the pipes. And it does some work, but it doesn't do all the work. So we're like, okay, good to know, good to know, good to know. Next situation. We're gonna make this a garden really quick. I don't have enough money. Flips! The beginning where money is scarce. Sorry, back to my tangent. So like there's still a clog, but like it's better than what it was, I guess, to a certain degree. Whatever. And so we have to call over the landlord, and let me tell you, I say this with the dearest face ever. Calling landlord is such a fucking pain in my ass. Anymore, like it's to the point where anytime I have to call the landlord, anytime I have to call, or anytime I have a problem with my apartment, I dread having to deal with my landlord. So much so, I would rather suffer in silence than have to call my landlord to deal with the situation. Because he just completely doesn't listen. And then if he does listen, he proceeds to degrade me and say I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. For instance, I had a flea infestation one time. Not because of me, but because one of the neighbors secretly had a dog and they weren't taking good enough care of it, and fleas were getting into my apartment via the vents because it was the apartment above me. And I was dealing with a lot of fleas coming in and biting my feet to the point where I was just have to literally coat my feet in oil and bug repellent to keep fleas off of my feet. And an exterminator came in, and both the exterminator and my landlord came in while I was gone, by the way. Just want to make that very clear. They're like, hey, we're here. And I'm like, cool. I'm dealing with something. I'm not in my apartment right now. But I will be there in about 10 minutes or so to let you guys in. And then I open up I get to my apartment and my door is wide open. And thankfully I did not have my cat Chewy at the time with me. She was still living with my parents. But needless to say, I was just about very pissed. For obvious reasons. And they proceeded to say that I don't know the difference between a flea and a mosquito, and what I'm probably dealing with and the things that are biting my feet and attacking my feet are just small mosquitoes, not fleas. That was a fun little experience. That really pissed me off. I probably have mentioned that story before, but you get my point. So I apparently don't know shit, according to this landlord, and he always needs to tell me or try to put me in my place in some way, shape, or form. Which is why anytime I have a problem and my mom has to convince me to tell my landlord about situations, I dread it. Well, anyway, it was one of those problems. My tub was clogged the other day. We got it partially clogged. It didn't deal with the situation. I don't have any meat. And then we had to got a landlord and another plumber to come in to fix the clog, fully fix the clog. And there was just a small, very, very, very small clump of hair in the tub, but apparently that was enough to clog it, I guess. And and you can overhear the conversation because these were very thin walls. Okay, I will admit, my apartment got thin walls, man. And he proceeded, you can overhear him asking the plumber this question because I left the metal filter to collect my hair. I left it in the tub, okay? You have an obvious filter in the tub, in the little tub hole. And you could hear the landlord ask the guy hey, what is that? You sure that's not the problem that is clogging the water? And you can hear the plumber explain, oh yeah, what that does is that it literally collects like hair and stuff, but it's not going to interfere with the water. It's gonna let the water flow, but it's gonna collect the other stuff. He flat out explained what this thing was. It was a filter. Okay? This landlord proceeded to call me over. First of all, call me by my mother's name. I want to keep this very clear. He knows my real name. And I'll get into that in another little section. But he knows my real name. But he's calling me my mother's name. And I ignore him because that's not my name. And he got to the point where he was looking dead at me, was calling me my mother's name. And I'm looking at him like he is a deranged old man because at this point he's acting like one. And, you're still in Tennessee? Not right now. I am in a different state. I am neighboring one of those states. But I am not in that state as of right now. I'm gonna see people involved like passive income. Oh yeah, I'm not done. Here's the funny thing. You know, for someone who has tenants, okay? For someone who has tenants, okay? Tenants, you know, passive income, right? This is where we're gonna get into a fun little portion of the story. So he gets on to me, and he's like, hey, come here, and he's starting to degrade me. He's like, hey, you need to get a filter, you need to do this. What's also really weird, and you can take this as you will, but whenever I sit back and think about it, the longer I think about it, the more I'm like, what's he making? What type of weird comment that he may have been thinking, or may have been thinking of something whenever he asked this? Because I'm going to pause for a second because I don't want the time to go by too fast in the game as I'm telling the story. Because he's telling me this, and he's like, I don't know if you bathe, like if you like, I'm not asking if I bathe, but like if I take baths. He's like, but if you do take a bath, I don't know if you do or not, but if you do take a bath, make sure that you have a rubber clog to go into the tub. And I told him, I don't take baths because I just don't. I rarely take baths, and I will especially admit I don't take baths in my own bathtub. No, I will take one in a hotel. I will happily have a nice little soak after a shower in a hotel room, but never in my own bath. Okay, especially in a apartment that I'm renting. Okay, I don't mean this in any rudeness. I don't mean this in any grossness. You don't know what was happening in that bathtub. You know, you don't know what other tenants were doing in that bathtub before you moved in. You don't know. You also don't know the same thing with the refrigerator. Okay? Just saying. But, clearly, I don't like taking a bath. That's important context. But anyway, I told him I don't like taking baths. He looked at me. He's like, well, in case you do take baths, after I already told him I don't like taking baths, I only take showers. He's like, because I only take showers, but in case you take baths, which is really weird that he would, again, insinuate that I take baths, which also makes me think, was he thinking something about me taking baths? Might be a bit of a reach, but considering how much he likes to degrade me, I wouldn't be surprised. But anyway, he told me that, and he's like, you need to put a filter over your tub hole, essentially, like the little tub spout area. As there is clearly the one that I have in the tub, proceeds to still tell me that I need a filter, and he's saying that I need to do this as there's actively one in there. You can see it, because I didn't touch it. It's been in there. I don't say a word. I'm like, okay, cool, and then I just turn around and walk out of the room. I walk out of the bathroom because, A, there's already one in there, and B, you make a really weird comment about how I take baths and assume that I take baths. And number 4, you're gonna tell me that I have a filter whenever there's, like, and telling me that there's a problem whenever there was very little to no problem. Okay, cool. And then I go and I leave and I go back into the kitchen because it's very weird to confine me in a very small bathroom by myself. Just saying. As a female, being alone with a dude you don't really like or trust in a very confined space, not very fun, not very comfortable. So I move over into the kitchen where it's a little bit more open, and he flat out tells me. This is where it gets fun. This is where I'm gonna laugh because it pisses me off because this is so great of my wonderful, fantastic landlord. He turns to me. He's like, do you like living here? He has said this anytime I've had to ask him to come over or anytime I've had an issue. He always asks me if I like living here. But this time, he really had a problem with me. John's we're enough. Oh, I'm not done. I'm not done. So he says that. He's like, do you like living here? And I kind of just had a moment of like, not right now. And he practically was like, because I can easily find someone else and you can get out. Call me crazy. Call me crazy. He passive aggressively, well, not really passive aggressively, because he's like, you're really starting to tick me off with your attitude. Because you can get out and I can find someone new to come in here. I have been a landlord longer than you've been alive. And just was like straight up yelling in a really old man tone how much he hated me and how much he doesn't like me and that he could easily kick me out because he's the landlord, which is, by the way, very illegal. You know, that was fun. So basically, he threatened me. He threatened to kick me out of the apartment. He also noticed and saw Cracky standing there. He's like, oh, is it just you two right now? He's like, it better just be you two, right? I told him yes. And he's like, good. If there was a third person, there'd be a problem. So that happened. You can understand why I don't like my landlord. I did actually ask him, I was like, if I were to leave, as you are so insinuating, wouldn't I need to give 30 days notice? And he said, I don't care how you do it. So, yeah, that's happening. That's fun. The only issue, I do not have it recorded. I do not have it in document proof of all of these threats that he's been saying or all of these comments that he has been making to me. But I have a list of things that he has said to me that I sadly you can only take my word for. Such as whenever I was first moving in and I was signing the lease over a year ago, he asked me for my age. I tell him my age roughly. And then immediately was like, hey, you don't like, and immediately was like, hey, you're not the type that likes to listen to loud music, are you? Because he just immediately just put me under that assumption. Also, this past week, one of the neighbors dumped and probably got some new furniture, totally fine. And they took an old mattress and threw it out, probably in place of the new one, right? And he immediately, the landlord happens to apparently just drive by or something, I'm not sure, and sees this old mattress in the dumpster and calls me, immediately just decides to just call me. This was prior to the clogs going on in my bathtub, literally the day before. Called me and was like, hey, are you gonna keep your mattress? And I told him, that's not my mattress. And he goes, oh, well, are you gonna keep it? Again, not my mattress. And I also told him that one of the other tenants came by with a U-Haul truck, probably to change their furniture. And he's like, no, that can't be right. No, you're wrong. As I literally saw him, before I saw the mattress in the dumpster, I saw them drive in with a giant U-Haul truck. And they were filtering out boxes and other furniture-like items up and down the steps and in the common area. So that's fun. He doesn't like me. Oh, hell no. But like I said, karma has kicked in. Has it affected me? A little bit. But karma has finally decided to come in full swing, mainly towards him. I don't mind the karma of me getting affected by this because it's going to affect him more. If it means that I have to suffer a little bit for him to suffer more, I will take it. I will take it with grace. I will take the salt to the face, okay? Here's where the karma comes in. Like I said, this is just... I've been dealing with this for over a year. It's been great. It's been great. I love the subtle threats he always makes towards me. Every time that I have to call him over. All the time. He doesn't like me probably because, and I'm not going to say this because it's a sexist thing. He seems to not like women because the other tenants, except for another one who doesn't seem to have any issues at all because bless her. But the other tenants are dudes. And, he doesn't seem to like A, young, and B, women because he never listens to me. He will only barely listen to my mom. And that's because my mom is very stubborn. She's very much a person of like, hey, we have this situation. Isn't it your job to do that? Isn't your job to fix this situation? And then whenever he wants to make an insult towards my mom, he sees me as her offspring, and therefore he takes it out on me. Which is why he calls me, on occasion, my mother's name. Is because he wants to make the insult to my mom. He wants to be mean and degrade my mom. But she's not here. Because I'm the tenant living in the apartment. So, that's my theory, is that anytime he wants to insult my mother, he just puts it out on me. And just calls me by my mom's name as if I'm her. Because, like I said, this is not the first time this has happened. But whenever he wants something from me, he will call me by my name. So, for example, like I said, regarding the mattress situation, other people who are not tenants of this apartment have been putting their trash in the dumpster. And we finally caught my mother and I finally caught someone because my mom came over for a quick little visit, and we caught someone dumping their trash that was not a tenant of this apartment complex, putting their trash in our dumpster. And he came up to me randomly, just one day randomly, around the time with the mattress. After he called me, he showed up in person, confronted me in person, just out of the blue, just fucking spawned out of nowhere from the parking lot as I'm walking across the way to go into my apartment. And he's like, hey, are you sure that's not your mattress? To which I tell him, no, that's not my mattress. And then he proceeded to say, okay, well, if you do happen to find anyone and you take some really good pictures, I'll give you $30 for every picture you take of the people throwing their trash in the dumpster. So that was fun. And that was like 2 days before he started degrading me. Like I said, that happened earlier this week. So it's been fun. Needless to say, my apartment living space has been a little bit hell. He might be the GAY. He might be driving me insane, though, I'll tell you that, because that's all he does. Anyway, so karma, right? I love a good little karma story, but we're getting into karma now. So like I said, this man has done nothing but degrade me and insult me and practically tell me that I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, right? Karma finally decided to kick in. So for the past year, roughly, specifically during the summer, because, you know, it is what it is, I didn't think anything of it. because I have a PC. PCs, if you don't know anything about, quick little story about PCs, if you don't know anything about PCs, they get hot. They get fucking hot very quickly, which is often why they come with fans to help keep the CPU and all that stuff nice and cool. Yeah, because I was learning basics about computer stuff so that I could understand it. Ta-da! Anyway, so, you know, CPUs and a lot of mechanical stuff and computers, they produce a lot of heat, so we often have little fans to help keep it cool. But sometimes, just sometimes, it could still get a little bit warm in the room, you know? So for a long time, especially during the summers, even though most of my apartment is underground, so it's, you know, I get a little bit of luck. I get a little bit of a saving grace. But during the summers, it gets extremely hot, okay? It gets to a nice 77 at most. That's probably the highest so far, is 77, 78 degrees Fahrenheit, roughly around like 25 to 26 degrees Celsius, okay? And, you know, we have that situation. And that happens during the summer, right? I turn my air conditioning on. I set it to about like 70 to 72 degrees Fahrenheit, and it almost never touches it ever during the summer. During the winter, it gets freezing cold, and I love it because then I can turn my heat on, and my heat works fantastic. The AC, though, does not. The air conditioning, the nice cooling fans, does not activate, and I end up roasting in my apartment. And for a while, especially during the summer, I thought nothing of it because I'm like, oh, it's probably just my computer. Well, anyway, it has been roasting, okay? It is nicely, probably 77, 76 degrees in this apartment right now, okay? That's about like 25 degrees Celsius. So, it's hot in here. My mom finally convinced me to tell the landlord, despite him insulting me and degrading me and threatening to kick me out yesterday. So we call over, and he calls over an electrician to come over and check out the AC. AC guy comes in. This is where the karma comes in, sweetheart. AC guy comes in. He's like, hey, I heard you have a little bit of an AC problem. And I was like, yes, I do. Come on in. And he comes in. He checks out the stuff. He spends about an hour checking things out. He comes in a little bit prior to stream because I was wanting to get ready to stream earlier, but I had to deal with this AC problem. So he comes over. He checks some of my filters. Interesting information. He goes outside. He's gone for about an hour. He comes back. He knocks on my door. He's like, and this is whenever you know something's wrong, is whenever a grown man looks like a little kid, like he did something bad. But the reason why is not because of that. He is clearly feeling bad for me because now I have to sit in a roasting hot 77 degrees Fahrenheit, 25 degrees Celsius apartment for a while. And he tells me very sadly, he says, I cannot fix the air conditioning unit today. I'm really sorry. I can't fix it today. Translation. The air conditioning unit is not fixable. The air conditioning unit is not fixable. What does that mean? The landlord has to buy a new air conditioning unit. How much does an air conditioning unit cost, you might wonder? An air conditioning unit can cost as much as my rent for an entire year. That has to come out of the landlord's own money to pay for it. That, my friend, is the karma. I don't mind being in a very hot 77 degrees Fahrenheit, roughly, apartment at this point anymore. I don't plan on staying here much longer. A month, maybe. And then I will also be telling you guys as well, I'm going to be very flaky for obvious reasons, both still personal issues going on in my life right now, but also now because we have a new whammy coming in, and I'm going to be moving eventually, clearly at this point. But what's great is the landlord now has to suffer having to pay for a new air conditioning unit. So, doing nothing bad. Oh yeah. So anyway, I have to wait until Wednesday, and they already quoted the company already quoted the landlord how much it would be costing him for them to reinstall a new air conditioning unit. And it is over $4,000 USD. So, yeah. Also, regarding the threat about him asking if I like living here, let me tell you something slightly traumatic for me. It wasn't really traumatic, it was just more like, oh, that happened, and then I kind of just moved on with it, but for other people, I guess it could be slightly traumatic. Where I live is not apparently very safe, which is why the rent is so low. I want to keep that important little detail. Rent is pretty low, okay? And for a little bit, I was like, I don't really understand why it's really not a safe neighborhood, despite there being a bunch of police cars having to drive by down this road, clearly 911 having to be called multiple times, until there is a window in my bedroom apartment, in my bedroom, and you could see out of this bedroom across the street, just like down the road, you know, maybe a quarter of a block. There is this yard in front of this house or big apartment building, right? I watched a guy get shot in his front yard. It was a hit and run. Black car shows up. There are shots fired. They leave. This dude's on the ground. I don't see a whole lot of gore or anything issues, but like clearly you see enough that you can piece it all together. There's a guy down on the ground. You have the rest of his buddies freaking out. It takes 10 to 15 minutes before police arrive. And I watched all of it from my window of my apartment. That is why rent is so cheap where I am. Is because shit like that literally happens down the road and I can watch it from my own window. So, yeah. 4,000 USD is like 2 months rent in my area. Well, that's the minimum number. I want to keep that in mind. That's the minimum. Okay. But for me, that's roughly equivalent to 4 to 5 months rent, really. But because it needs to be a full new situation installed, it might be closer. I don't know. It's enough to have to pay me for a full year's worth of rent. And I'm not going to be sticking here long enough to see that through. But the best part is he has to pay for that out of pocket. And my mom was a part of this conversation. And she happily said, this is what happens whenever you threaten my daughter. If you know of anything about me, and I've joked about this many a times, I am a human jinx. He made a threat to me, a passive-aggressive threat, and I decided to say, without even trying, you just jinx yourself, buddy. Karma's gonna get ya. I didn't even need to say it. You know, it just is what it is. It's just my superpower. And it kicked into high gear, and now he needs to buy a new air conditioning unit. So, that's fun. And he probably has to pay a little bit extra in order for them to install it, because there's no way in fucking hell he could install it. But yeah, that's been going on. And that's fun. Where do you live now, dude? Jesus. Yeah, I have a little bit of hell going on in where I live. Did you quietly move to Chicago? God, no. No, not Chicago. We're not that fancy. But, yeah, life be really fucked sometimes. Yeah, that's what's been going down. There's some story for you. There's some drama for you. Karma decided to kick in. It's been great. And now we're here. Fuck. Okay. We're gonna make some hot walls for you. But no, I did not move to Chicago. I don't like Chicago. If there are places, there are very, very, very specific cities, you would rarely to never find me in. Okay, if you find me in these sets, cities or territories, you might want to go grab yourself a lottery ticket. Like, that's how rare it is. Okay. Chicago is one of them. I am more likely to show up in Chicago maybe once or twice. I've shown up. Schoolie capital of the United States. I'll just slightly reveal something. I'm thinking of moving to Tennessee. We'll see. It all depends. At some point. It all depends on circumstances. Right now, I'm not living in Tennessee. My parents still do. I will say that. We're not going to reveal too much about where they are, because, you know, they don't need to know. You guys don't need to track down my parents. She most likely live in New York, Brooklyn. Nah. I don't live that crazy city life. Not yet. Here, eat up. Crime happens all the time, man. Doesn't need to be a big city. I also never moved to... New York is one that I would probably never be. Or very rarely ever be. I might show up there briefly for certain conventions. Maybe. One that I fear going to, but I might go to like maybe once, and then probably never again because of how awful the experience would be Atlanta, Georgia. Atlanta, Georgia is not a place I would want to be. What the fuck? And he was never seen from again. Welcome back, Nouse. I almost died. I don't want to go to Atlanta, but if there's a, depending on the convention, depending on the circumstance, I might go to Atlanta. We'll see. It very much depends. Oh, hello. Another one that I would never... Okay, there's one that I would... There's only one state. One state. No offense at all to you, Kitty. But there's one state I would never be caught in unless I was dead or unless the very unimaginable would happen. I.e., I get nominated for the Twitch Choice Awards. And I would only be showing up once, and then after that, I'm never coming back. And that would be California. I'm sorry. I can't go to California. I can't do it, man. I can't do it. It's California. I know there's a lot of great opportunities in California, but I can't do it. The thought of California, no. I can't do it. LA, no. No. That's a you problem. I'm just gonna let that die out. It'll either eat everybody and kill them all, or I'll just use it later. I'm not dealing with that. Yeah, I hate to say it. I'm sorry to Kitty. I know you don't mind living there, I assume. You know, you do live there, or you know, you have the life of living there. California? Nah, man. Nah. Can't do it. You will never find me. You will never find me there unless for one unless for one thing and one thing only, and that only thing is for me to be a petty asshole. That's the only reason I will be in California. So if you see me in California, and it's not for something petty, you might want to call 911 because I was probably kidnapped. Okay? Want to make that very clear. No offense, California. Why are there 3 cocks? That's fine. Are you kidding? I'm dying to move to Tennessee. My job is just here. Move to Tennessee, man. It's not that bad. It's just kind of boring depending. Okay, it actually depends on which side of Tennessee you live. Oh god. Here's your chicken, man. Here's your chickens. Eat your chickens. Anyway, I don't like California. I would only go to California for one purpose and one purpose only, and that is to be petty. I used to live in East Tennessee for almost half a decade. East. Yeah, okay. East Tennessee is pretty okay. It's just really, really popular. I worked at, the job I worked at went under and I had to move. Oh, yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. I'm sorry to hear that, Kitty. That sucks. But anywho. Sorry, don't mind me, I'm just doing stuff. Gotta do my farmer job as a rancher. That's all it. I'm gonna give up on you. Fair enough. I lived in Tennessee for 2 years, good to school, drivers around. There sucked, yep. I was a putt-putt and mini golf. Yeah. I lived in Tennessee for 6 years. I graduated in Tennessee. I went to a community college. I got two associate's degrees. One was general studies, and the other one was foreign language, specifically for Spanish. That was fun. So you got random lore about my experience with being college, doing part of the college life, and then I transferred to another university. But the only difference is I have never been. I never lived on the east side of Tennessee. I lived on the west. The west side of Tennessee is more kind of country-ish. That was about it. East Tennessee is a little bit more touristy. There's a lot of stuff that you can do in East Tennessee. But I'm more used to the nothing happens here west side of Tennessee. But, I mean, it's alright. It's just more chill. Yeah, I lived closer to Memphis than I did, like, Nashville, like, Memphis, Nashville-ish area, but then living more on the east side where it's, like, nice at the coast and closer to South Carolina and stuff. But, yeah, that's about it. Despite it being quite very simple and boring, at least no one's going to annoy the shit out of me like that. I still visit Tennessee though. I went there earlier this week to visit some friends and stuff. Hello. I don't have meat for you. Yeah, we don't got any chickens. And away it went. East Tennessee has Dollywood. I mean, I guess. Oh, they were saying west, my bad. Yeah, it does have East Dollywood. I mean, Dollywood's not bad. The only problem for me whenever it comes to Dollywood stuff and like the fun little like shows and dinners and stuff, I'm not really good at eating while I watch. I'm just not good at that kind of a thing. But I mean, the stuff there is very fun. Went to Wizard Place? Magi Quest? Okay. I probably just butchered that name. I've always called it Magi Quest. But apparently I think the actual name is called Magic Quest or something. Something like that. Magic Quest, I think. But I always called it Magi Quest. Magic Quest, yeah. Oh gosh, it's always weird whenever you look back and you're like, I remember that whenever I was a kid. Can't hear you. That's right, you favorite chickens. Is it called Magi Quest? It was called Magic Quest. Yeah. That's why I always called it Magi Quest. I always called it Magi Quest, not Magic Quest, because of how it looks. I guess it depends on whoever views it as whatever they want. I personally call it Magi Quest, but it's probably called Magic Quest or something. And then I still have one of those toy wands that interact with things in the building. I had like, oh god, somewhere in an old box far away, I probably have two. I have a unicorn one, because that was whenever I was a little kid, and then I got a very simple plain brown one. Whenever I was very little, when TinyGeek was just a little tiny bean, she loved things pink. She liked girly things. She absolutely loved it. So somewhere I have a very cutesy pink unicorn one because I wanted it to be special and I thought it was really cute and pretty, and I was like, I like it. So that's what I got. And that was my first one. And then I just got the simple brown one later on whenever I went to visit again, because I remember Magi Quest for me, whenever I used to play it, it was at Grey Wolf Lodge. I remember the day we went to a Grey Wolf Lodge, and inside this Grey Wolf Lodge, one day, whenever we came to visit for this very little vacation, they had Magi Quest. And they had a little section, a little store area where you could buy yourself a wand and interact with all the stuff, and then go down the halls even further, and then you would go to your hotel rooms. But that's how I heard of Magi Quest, was because of Great Wolf Lodge. And then the day came later on whenever I got to see them have their own little section, a full-on building specifically dedicated to Magic Quest, or Magi Quest. I think we only had the basic bitch-ass brown ones. Oh. I remember the one, back whenever I was a kid, you can get customizable ones. Obviously they cost more. You can start off with the classic little simple brown one for a simple price, or you can get yourself a really nice fancy one and like decorate the little end so that like whenever you like put it on your waist, like a little belt, like on your little belt buckle or whatever, it would have like a cute little emblem or whatever thing. And I had mine be a cute little white and pink one. And it had a cute little unicorn upside. Whenever you flipped it upside down and hung it on your belt, it had a cute little unicorn on it. Why do I have carrots? I only have $900. I kept getting distracted. I'm so sorry. Harry Potter if it was less ass. Yeah. Yeah. I think at some point I became a completionist on that, and I actually completed most, if not all, of the quests that you could do back then. The only thing that was a struggle was fighting a dragon. And it was mainly just because you had to like just keep this sounds so weird. You just had to keep swinging at the dragon until it, and you like launching all these spells. So that was fun. Well, here's the thing. First you defeat the dragon, and then you free the dragon. Like, you had two different, depending on what quest you were doing, you could either defeat the dragon, or you free the dragon. Which was very confusing for me. Because I was like, wait, because it was like, I would do a quest, and I had to defeat the dragon. So I defeated the dragon, and then like another, like later down the line, I was given the quest to save the dragon and to free the dragon. So I had to go back to that same spot, and I was like really confused. I was like, wait, I just killed this thing. Why do I have to free it? But you know, I was a kid. I was just like, ah, well, I don't understand any better. Maybe it's a different dragon, or maybe the dragon turned good. I thought nothing of it, and I freed the dragon. I was like, yay. Man, the graphics were kind of bad, but it was fun. Early 2000s, man. It was a time. I say early 2000s, but it was before 2010. Pretty sure. Hold on. Pause. Hold on. Let me actually look. When was it made GIQEST? Oh, there's one in Pigeon Forge. Aw, cute. When did it come out? No. Ah, the original Magi Quest. I'm calling it Magi Quest. I don't care. If I don't know if it's just, I don't care if it's actually supposed to be called Magi Quest. I've been calling it Magi Quest for years, okay? I'm not changing it. It is a live-action interactive role-playing game created by Creative Kingdoms, which debuted in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina on June 5th, 2005, according to, excuse me, Wikipedia, which take that as you will. Wait, edition of the game was heavily adopted by resort destinations, and you can still play a version of the classic game inside many Great Wolf Lodge locations across the United States. Regarding, this came out with a video over on YouTube regarding the history of Magic Quest. So yeah, I remember it whenever I was a little girl. Oh, back whenever I used to enjoy being at Great Wolf Lodge and getting dunked by the giant gallon jug. 'Twas a time. 'Twas a time. Nice. Eat it! Nice. Anyway. 11 2012. Wow. Oh god, I was starting middle school. I remember in the 6th grade starting middle school whenever it was between like, hold on a second. Hold the fuck on. The cracky manifestation. Yeah, okay. He went and he showered. And I forgot that I was grabbing laundry and I grabbed his towel. So he didn't have a towel. He's like, I don't have a towel. And where I put the towels, he would have to walk soaking wet through the apartment. And I'm like, no, please don't do that. He knows I don't like that. So he was like, can you please grab me a towel? So I had to grab a towel. And then he was telling me, and then he got a little distracted and started telling me about his day and his fun time there. So that's what that was about. Nice. Anyway, so we're good. Sorry, I had to do that. You know what I got for 2012? Childhood trauma. Okay, here's what I remember about 2012. I remember, if anything, I remember quote unquote traumatic. Well, okay. Okay. This is gonna be traumatic of a later on down in life thing. This is like one of those things where like you meet someone and then you'll find out later about who this person or how bad of a person this was, and you're like, oh fuck, it was bad. It was. It was one of those situations where like in the moment it's not bad, but after the fact it's bad. You know? 2012 was one of those years where that happened. Also, 2012 was, if I remember correctly, the year that everyone was freaking out, thinking it was the end of the world. Everyone firmly believed that on December 21st, 2012, it would be the end of the world because you can know after 12/12/12, yeah, the Mayan calendar. Yeah, baby. Everyone was like freaking the fuck out over that. And I was just like, yeah, I made the realization that it was I wouldn't be able to have 12/12/12 anymore. After that, it would be like 12/12/13. And it was like, that's really upsetting, but whatever. I try my best to be positive about it because it'd be like, you do 12 plus 1. So like December 1st would be 13. So you could do a little math problem. And I thought that was fun. I still like to do that to this day. I think it's a little fun sometimes. It's like, oh, so-and-so plus so-and-so month. So-and-so month plus so-and-so day equals so-and-so year. And it's gonna get really sucky-ducky whenever the time comes that you're not gonna be able to do that math anymore. But we got a long years ahead of us before that happens. But anyway, yeah, I remember that in 2012. And then I also met a teacher who was later revealed was a should not be around minors. Situation. I assume you fell out of here. Yeah, I met that guy. I met a guy like that. In 2012. So that was cool. Random trauma lore dump, I guess. Eat that. Where the fuck that cat go? Come here, you damn pussy. Let me get an air net on. Go, get an air net on you. Get an air net on you. Make sure you guys aren't getting out. Yeah, that's right. Be contained! Okay, hold up a second. Give me a second. Hold up. Quick little thingy. Yep. Ooh. Nice. Okay. Don't mind me. I'm doing things. What's up? Okay. The day without sex is a day wasted, man. shock and terror. I'm hoping though before I leave, I want to see if I can try to figure out how to do a cover song. But it's gonna be a struggle because I want to try to get in contact with real art, like musical artists, like guitar artists, and like, you know, musical artists. Get in touch with some of them. I don't know how to get in touch with them, but like I would love to see if I could hire or commission, I don't know which one you would call it, some recordings from them. You know, get some recordings, pay them of course for it. To play certain parts, just the musical elements, because I want to do the singing. But I would love to do a cover song, and hopefully get a cover song uploaded before October's over, or at the very least before September. You know, before October 6th, whenever I shall be permanently moving over to YouTube. What type of cover? 3 Days Grace. Very specifically, I think it'll be fun and kind of fun for my character, I guess, my persona, whatever you want to call her. And sing a cover of the song. Give me a second. I'm trying to think of the name. Give me a second. Animal I Have Become. I like it. But the only thing is, like, the little electric guitar parts, I want them to be a little bit more like the actual electric song. Then, like, I want it to be a little bit more like more of the typical loud electric guitar solo parts than a little bit of that, like, nice bassy sound. Go into school, but not bad. Yeah. Look, man, it was my childhood. Weirdly enough, and I actually really liked that song. It's actually an older song. I didn't realize how old it was, but I remember as a kid, I loved it. Thought it was awesome. I think it's also funny that many years later, I still like, kind of. I love the sound of an electric guitar, and I love the sound of a good set of drums. I want to see if I can try to find an artist for an electric guitar, someone who can play the guitar, an electric guitar, and some drums. I Hate Everything About You, I Believe is better. Oh, don't get me wrong. I want to do a cover of that one too. I want to do a cover of that one as well. But those two, that one specifically, and sorry, I'm getting caught on the rock. I Hate Everything About You, and the other one, what, I just said it. I already forgot the name, but I said it. And Will I Become. Those are my two top goals I want to do cover songs of. It'd be really fun. So, that's my deal.
Okay, two things. Number one, text me.
Sorry about that. He was offered. He came in because he overheard me talking about musicals, or not? Yeah, he was overhearing me talk about wanting to do song covers, and he's like, "Oh, I got some song cover ideas. Can we please do them?" So we were talking about those. Huh. What do you think about the new Linkin Park? Linkin Park. I don't really know. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I don't really know that many bands. But I will say there is I don't know why I get confused with them confused with 3 Days Grace. But the reason why I say that is because the name of this band is kind of similar, especially if you're just looking very quickly, mainly because it has the word 3 in it. This is a band called, is it an egg? A chick has been born. Congratulations. No, and the only person that has I have no idea what's happening, but okay. Oh, cock. What's up? Anyway, the other band that I know of, because I don't know bands, is along with 3 Days Grace and The Score and Skillet and well, actually let me think of actually the list of these quote unquote bands that I know. You have Skillet, The Score, 3 Days Grace, and the one that I somehow get confused with 3 Days Grace as well, or I get them confused for whatever reason, 3 Doors Down. There's a band called 3 Doors Down, and I somehow get them confused with 3 Days Grace. I don't know why. I just do. Anywho. I need to get myself a port collector. So I'm not the only one that hates circus. I guess not. Lead singer of Linkin Park says some bullshit about how depression is not real, which is like a massive middle finger to Cheater Bennett. Sorry, so what did Tiny say? I'm sorry. What? So, a lead singer of Linkin Park said that depression isn't real? What? Oh, by the way, welcome to May, everybody. Side note, May turns out to be, Mental Health Month. Mental Health Month. There we go. May is Mental Health Month, so, make sure to be taking care of your mental health, guys. Friendly reminder. So it's kind of weird that that was mentioned of how someone said that depression isn't real. Like, what the fuck? Uh-huh. Right. And the earth is flat. Fresh poop. Nice. Current lead singer of Linkin Park stated that depression isn't real, an insult to the previous lead singer Chester Bennington, who had committed self-death in 2017. What the fuck? That's so fucked. That really sucks. Aw. Committed self-death. You can just say passed away. Sorry, I was just reading that. Sorry. Oh wait, is she also technically gonna make an insult towards one of the big guys of Nirvana? We're gonna ignore Nirvana situation? Hello? Like what? Bro, what the fuck? With all due respect, I don't mean this. I'm gonna go on a tangent. I don't care. I'm gonna rant. Today has been nothing but a ramble day anyway. While I play Slime Rancher and I talk about all kinds of shit. I know I had to 6 years old, but please use it that doesn't sound like something Roblox uses. I mean, to be fair, I was gonna call it a self-sacrifice. Sounds a little bit more honorable. Back alive now, was putting away birthday gifts. Aw. Self-sacrifice is even worse, congrats. Oh, sorry. That's what I would have called it. People also call it a self-exit. Cutting their own, quoting their own lifeline. We're not gonna question how I know random terms. Or, a sewer slide, as someone called it. I think someone mentioned that one. I don't know who it was I mentioned that one, but I gotta give credit to where credit's due. Someone's mentioned that one before. Put a fun album of recent collectors of the music chat. Put a fun album? Ooh! Yeah, I saw that! Very funny. Don't you dare be eating your shit. Don't eat your shit, you're gonna turn evil. Do not turn into an evil shit. Let me do my shit. Oh my gosh. I got hiccups. Fuck! Get out of here! Ah, I got hiccups. Lips. Ow. Drink water. I don't have water with me. Hello? Hold on, I saw something sparkling. No, I just love glowing ones. Consume the H2O, the dihydrogen monoxide. Yeah, funny story. I actually met my wife in West Tennessee. Did you really? Aww. That's so cute. Nice. Tennessee is the volunteer state. Illinois is the Lincoln state. She was my wingman whenever I was trying to date her friend. You see, that's how it goes sometimes. That's how it goes sometimes. Just needs to vote. Volunteers Day, woo! Illinois is called the Lincoln State. I've only known Wisconsin to ever be the cheese state. Oh, look at these! We got some old coots. We got an old hen and we got an old rooster. And they're gonna eat. They're gonna find their quick demise. Nice. Wait. We're getting there. I want to get enough so I can open up the new one over there. That's really what I want to do before I end stream today. Is I want to buy the grotto for the phosphor slimes and get that going, and also grow a tree in there and everything. I have a whole plan, man. Possible, please acquire the following for future study. My thanks. Not gonna take my own specimens. We later stayed up talking about why I wouldn't stop staring at my Keba's rear. Then when we met up years ago, I got to feel like a boob. Go stop staring at her again. Ah, the realization it was not the friend that you were interested in. Unless you didn't notice. Good. Maybe she noticed and she just chose not to say anything. Because if there is anything about what I know about what girlies are, they are very, very observant people. I can say that because I am fellow girl. I'm observant of everything. I notice everything that goes on. I know everything. Okay, maybe not everything, but like, I have seen a lot of things. I've seen a lot of things. I've heard a lot of things. I know. I know. You get over here! Purpose. Nice. She thought I was staring at her because she gained weight after her teens and was depressed. Oh! Yeah. Yeah. That'll do it. We often, yeah, I'm not gonna say we under an umbrella term, but like 100%. Whenever I was like really in the dumps, I have genuinely thought that like people were trying to be nice to me out of pity. Sometimes, or it's like, oh, you clear, or like anymore, I often think, oh, especially people are being nice to me, they want something from me. That's my thought process. It's like, oh, they're being nice to me because they want something from me. They probably want sex. And then, yeah, in the top and bottom, I was ogling you. Aw, that's really sweet. We're getting close to the money. The money. The money. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna buy a garden. Nutrient soil. Sprinkler. Go. We're in there. Bonus points. I did that in front of her ex-husband. Petty the kitty! Love that. Love that. You love to hear it. You love to hear petty. Love that. Alright, come here. Fresh poop. Nice. Alright. Did you make him sit in the chair? Somehow, whenever you said that just, I don't know why I had the random mismemory of that movie, but I did. And if I know this movie, I'm gonna make you guys know it. The Green Mile. Whenever, I'm not gonna lie now, so whenever you said the chair, you made me think of Green Mile. And if anyone has ever seen that movie, you know what I mean by the chair. But also, you need to cry. Our first week he stalked us and was super jelly. Savage. Also, creepy. Very creepy. You're giving stalker energy. You need to calm down. You're acting way too emotional. Sorry, that's so fucked up for me to say. Oh, more fresh poop for me. Poop for the collection. The collection for my money. Nice. Okay. And you gotta have a good night. Have a good night, Jordy! Buenas noches, Jorge! It's an old fuck! Our first month together had all sorts of fun. A guy friend I knew online lived near our apartment. He thought I was into him and was trying to drag my butt into a threesome. Oh no! Yeah, I can't. Now I got a little better. Yay! My accent's still there. I still got the accent down. That. Ow. That. 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 I hear evil. Evil music has been played. There you are. Huzzah! Oh, more evil. Whoop. I've done my job. See ya. Ow. I was at the time, he instantly turned the hate beams on for me for reading law into him about landlord responsibilities. I will say I have strongly considered, and Cracky has told me that I should do this, and I'm still on the fence of doing this because I'm unsure whether or not it's worth it, because I would just have to be dealing with my landlord anymore. But Cracky is highly trying to convince me that I should really get into, not in a weird way, but like sue my landlord. The only problem is I don't have much evidence other than verbal language, and sadly I don't have that recorded. If it was recorded, that'd be a completely different situation, but I don't have it recorded. I also don't have it in writing, so that's what makes it such a downside. But I have highly considered it for the situation. If you're leaving the state, for sure. I was very much thinking of it. Like I said, I'm not planning on staying here long. I plan on finding a new place to stay. Probably not in a different state, because that's where my work is here. But definitely, those are really fast. But definitely in a completely different county. You probably just take a tour and document any violations. I mean, he refuses to believe that my vent is connected to the ventilation above me. Even though I have had fleas, and my mother did put, and I'm just gonna say this right now, we did put a flea glue trap in my vent. It is still up there. So, it's still up there since I was dealing with my flea problems. So more than likely, I'm hoping, fingers crossed, the fleas are in that vent still stuck on that really disgusting glue trap in my vent, but it's there. So there's that. Just saying. I have mentioned to other people because a majority of the other tenants do have a majority of the other tenants do in fact have cats, and I for the sake of the kitty cats, want them to be safe from the fleas during that time. So I did tell other tenants to be careful because I have fleas, and I want them to be careful because of the flea situation at the time. Whenever you're going to another spot, yeah. Using the state, even if you're just for not getting sticky with your credit report, you should sue. That's what I'm thinking, but we'll see. It all depends. Sorry, I was yawning. It all depends. Alright, we got any good... Oh, flick, I got an elder. Here you go, eat your fuck. Too many cocks. Some of these cocks gotta go, man. Eat your cocks. Might hunt whenever you're looking for another spot. We'll see. We'll see. Still up for debate on to whether or not we should take legal action. But for sure, it's there. The idea is definitely there, for sure. It all depends. Eat these. I mean, maybe we'll make up for the new headaches it opens up. That's why it's like, is it worth dealing with him even longer? But if it means it makes him have a headache, I'll happily make the problem. I don't mind being a problem if that means other people have to suffer alongside with me. You want to make my life a living hell? That's fine. We'll go down together. Otherwise, to be a problem. Oh, well, okay. Here's the thing, right? He told me he didn't care whether I give a 30 days notice or not. So my plan is whenever I do leave, I ask him, hey, you did say you didn't care like how soon or how late until I left, right? And if he confirms that, that's everything I need to know, because as a landlord, as a tenant, you do need to give 30 days notice unless he said so, which means that's lack of his problem. And if he says, yes, I didn't care, and he agrees, then therefore, I will be leaving that day. And be like, all right, cool, see you later, bye. Find your new tenant now. Can't do that. I don't have enough room. Yeah, he doesn't like me because I've had to call him probably more times than any other tenant because there's been problems in my apartment, and I call him and tell him about it, and then he doesn't like it because he has to get called over to do his job. Let's get that right. That is a landlord trap. See? That's what makes it a downside. That's what makes it a problem, is because he said that he did not have it in writing. That's what makes it such a problem. Which is why I want... Which is why I very much want to ask him and repeat everything he said to me. But the problem is, if I say all of the messages... If I list out all the things in a text message about all the things that he has said to me, he could easily just deny it. That's what makes it the downside. Is he can easily say, I didn't say that. That's what makes this the danger part. That's why him making those insults in person are super beneficial to him. Is because he can continue to be an asshole, and then I just seem like the crazy psychopath. There we go. Now we're making it. Parasites, I mean, landlord, bloody petty jerks, yeah. The first landlord, I realize now, was more of a saint than the one that I currently... The landlord that I used to have is more of a saint than the landlord that I have now. He was annoying because he would always like to make comments or jabs because I liked my apartment to be really nice and cold. And my poor AC half the time couldn't even keep up with that, and sometimes it would often die due to it being a cooling problem. But like, he would complain, he's like, it's because you have it so damn cold all the time, because I would try to set my apartment to 70 degrees, even though it claims that it was 70 degrees, it was actually not 70 degrees in the actual apartment. It would be more like 70 degrees on one floor, but like 75 in the other floor where I would mostly be. So as a result, I would end up be very much so burning my ass off. And he was saying that 70 was way too hot, and would sometimes, whenever, especially if I had to leave for a second while he was working on the thing, he would go over to my AC unit and change my temperature from 70 degrees to 73 degrees, and 73, where I usually am, would be more like 75, 76, 77 degrees, and I was roasting, and it was not fun. So that's why I would have it at 70 degrees. But yeah. Besides that little complaint, that was my only issue. I had no problems with the tub or any tub situation until one time apparently our pipes were somewhat connected to all of the tenants' pipes were somewhat connected to each other, and at one point there was a situation where something got clogged and it was releasing dirty water into the tubs, and he had to go through the pipes and figure it out. Turns out the tub was clogged with feminine products, and then he confronted me about it because I'm a female, and he assumed that I use these particular feminine products, and I'm like, no, I do not use these particular feminine products. So he made a group message with all of us tenants saying, hey, specifically you ladies, do not flush your feminine products into the toilets. It clogs the toilets. Furthermore, anyone who uses wipes to do their business, do not flush those down the toilet either, as it clogs the toilet, because he unclogged a shit ton of wipes and feminine products. So he had to make that announcement to all of the tenants there. So other than that, compared to what I have to deal with now, dude was chill. Dude was chill. So yeah, that's what happened. Mind you, the schoolie comments I made earlier with regards to avoiding landlords. Schoolies are conversions for school buses into mobile homes. Oh, nice. I don't miss doing property management. Yeah. Yeah. Good. Good. Alright. Okay, we need 4 beets, 10 carrots. Okay. Easy enough. Got a new batch growing in. Well, it really was nasty business. Yep. Yes, it was. Still is. Technically. Plumber's out there really doing the Dirty work. Quite literally. Don't know why plumbers do it. But you know what? They probably get paid a decent penny, I guess. Unless there's some weird people who are into that. I wonder if, okay. I'm gonna be disgusting. I wonder if there are plumbers who watched Two Girls, One Cup and probably thought it was the coolest shit. And that's what sparked their interest into wanting to be a plumber. Somewhere out there, I actually, you know what? This is my belief. This is my random belief theory idea. Some random plumber out there in this world watched Two Girls, One Cup, and that awakened something in him so much so he had to become a plumber. That is why he became a plumber. It was because of Two Girls, One Cup. That is my theory. Oh shit, Chewie, you need to be let out. I'm so sorry. Hold on. I'll let you out, honey. Here you go, baby. Yeah, come on. So sorry. Luigi watched Two Princesses, One Mushroom. Okay, here's the bigger question though, Nouse. What were the two princesses? Who are the two princesses? Now that's the real kicker of a question. Okay, I need 5 and 4. Daisy and Peach, obviously. What about Rosalina? What about Rosalina? Rosalina's his daughter. Hey, yo, what? Wait, how could he birth someone so big? How could his willies produce someone so big? Mysterious. His willies, I'm dying. Have you never seen the video about the game theory Rosalina? No. If anything, the only thing I've done is I have made of the idea of a fan fiction where Rosalina and Lady Dimitrescu from Resident Evil 8 combined with Rosalina were secretly lesbians. And they were a lesbian couple. That is my theory. That is my alternate universe of a world that I made up myself. Rosalina and Lady Dimitrescu are big, tall women. And 100% could easily be lesbians because it would be like a cute girl combined with a big titty goth. And they're also very powerful people. You know? She's the princess of basically the entire galaxy. Well, Luigi and Peach. But like... but the blonde. Unless... Peach is actually the mother. Luigi cheated on Daisy with Peach. That's more my theory. I either thought Rosalina was the older sister, the younger sister of the two sisters, or of the now 3 sisters, or she was the mother. That's what I thought. I thought Rosalina was Daisy and Peach's mom whenever I was a kid. food's ready. In German, she mentions his mansion a telescope. What telescope? Talking about his telescope, huh? His telescope. Interesting. I'm gonna eat something in a second. Ugh. Not really planning on streaming for much longer. I got stuff I gotta do. Gotta go to bed soon. Gotta go get some sleep because I got work later. And then I'm gonna be roasting for a while. Then I also got have me a croissant with me. Hold on. Hold on. Snack break, guys. BRB. Okay, sorry, I'm back. I am back from my snap break. I'm probably not gonna stream it for too much longer. But I'm hoping to be able to get what I'm looking for done really quick. So, look at that. The human attention span has dropped significantly. We have less of an attention span than a goldfish. Roughly. Or we're about as average of attention span as a goldfish. I'm gonna go. Good night, Tiny Kitty. Thank you for being on this earth. Thank you, Nels. Have a good one. Feel better soon. Remember to drink plenty of water. Let's grab that. This. And we're gonna go back over. I'm gonna go over here. We're gonna go over here. I'm out of energy foot. Grab that up. Yeah. Grab some of this action. Oh. Who knew? And we're getting there. We're almost there. We're off by about like $400. So, time to go exploring. Okay, I know that they. Ooh, we got money. We got money. There you go. Here's your favorite. Here's your favorite. You guys are my income right now. Smile means you can be fed again. Thank you. It's fine. Mochi miles, huh? Get rid of the dead ones. Seems good. Oh, I always get caught in that one little corner piece. It's not even a corner. I get caught on that part of the tube. That is a phosphor board. Nice. Get that. Oh, hey! Everyone good? You're traumatized. They're fine. Alrighty, anyone else? Nope. Alrighty. That should do it. Okay. Should be good for now. Alright. Let's hurry this up a little bit, shall we? Yep. Okay. How about now? Now! not hungry. Nope. Smack him in the face. You are not hungry. You guys hungry? You hungry? There you are. Go. 18, and I just need one more of you guys. You're the one. 19, 20. Alright, enjoy your food, you guys. I'm gonna go with you now. Blah, 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 blah. I'm finishing up the rest of the stream. But I just wanted to get some rock plorts. Right here. I got enough. We got enough! Dun da 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 dun da 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 da. We did it. So now we got that. Okay, we're going to get the hiccups once again. Their favorites. Let you guys eat some stuff. Go. Got that. These. One thing at a time. One thing at a time. We're working on it. Give me a minute. All right. This is mostly gonna be just. Perfect. That'll do. That'll do. This one. They're gonna fly out, and I know that. But whenever the time comes and I get myself a net, they are gonna be getting in here. There we go. We got their favorite stuff. Okay. So at least I got that organized. So now I got phosphorus slimes and phosphor poop. And then I got that underway, which is my main objective. And I know it's gonna be a while since I had a lot to talk about. But we're good. We're cooking. We're cooking. Cooking with oil. Alright, those can be eaten. It's fine. I'm going to make a garden. Okay, cancel off that. 425 for that. Okay. Oh, right, I forgot. I have a flashlight. I never touch it, but I always forget I have one. But I have one. Birth. Nice. guys better not leave. Anything for me? Alright. Got it. Ooh, we're almost there. We got a rooster, we got a rooster, we got a rooster. Got some chickens. Alright, this should do it. Okay, you got music. Who's the other one? Music. Hold on. Sorry, I'm kind of scared of Brand a little bit. You do not have music. So you guys don't have music, but the other one does. So you might need to get yourself a music one, but I don't really need that right now. If anything, I just need to wait until I get all of your slime boards. You guys might need more food. Get back. Yeah. You're dead in here. How are we doing in the veggie department? Okay, nothing and nothing, alright. Okay, alright. Sounds good to me. We're gonna be doing our thing over here. And everyone's losing it. Okay. Airnet 425. Great. We're gonna be picking everybody up. There's 6. There should be 14. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. And 14. That's everybody. To go with this one makes it 15. And now we just need to get the high walls for $350, which shouldn't be too complicated. Careful with all the bouncing you guys are doing. You're gonna bust through the wall. Can't have that happen. You guys seem really comfortably with this chickens. Alright. You guys look like you might need some food soon. We got nothing growing. Oh. I'm gonna do one more thing, and then I'm gonna call it a day. I'm gonna grab some rock slimes. Hold up, they dropped their poop. Extra penny. Extra penny from my... Nice. Alrighty. Let's see if we can try to find some... some rock slimes. Rock slime, no. No. Phosphor. But no rock slime. I gotta go. My time is up. My time is overdone. Try to see if I could find me some rock slimes. There are none for me. So therefore, I must say I cannot be. Okay. Anyway, please, thank you. Don't eat that, thank you. Okay. Not seeing anything. Yep. And I've cut my loss there. There's a rock slime. Or rock fort. Come here. Where was the unfortunate soul? Okay. Well, I guess that little lost soul is not to be found. Oh! Oh! Come here, you. Alright, that's all of this. I'm going to grab any other possible boards I can grab besides this one. And then I'm gonna leave. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. I'm gonna hold on to the rock plorts for now because I plan on one of my personal favorite slimes to combine is the rock slime and the diamond slime. I have no idea why. I just think that they're a really perfect, nice little combo together. Because they're both very similar to each other. So I'm hoping to eventually find the diamond slimes, and combine them with the rock plorts, or whichever. And have it be that way. And then also I can feed them their favorite heartbeats. You know? Or the odd onion, because those are the rocks, or those are the diamond's favorite. So, we'll see. I'll make this one. No, wait, I have enough to make a high walls. Hold up. Hold up. Anyone get out? No? Good. Give you guys high walls. And there's that objective done. That's what I wanted to do. Quick little sweep. Alright. I'm gonna do this. Alrighty, that's gonna do it. Oh wait, look at me. Good. Okay, with that in mind, I'm gonna end it, call it a day. Thank you so much for being here. Have a fantastic night or day depending on the world. All the good fun Jesse does. It is nice to be back. I hope to continue coming back. But I will probably be a little flaky for a little bit off and on because of personal issues continuing to go on and stuff. But hopefully after a certain point we're gonna find some steady ground and I'm gonna come back indefinitely. But until then, thanks for being here and thank you so much for your patience. I am so sorry for my hiatus and to my future absences, but it is what it is. That's all I got. Thank you for being here. Bye!